play Whitney Houston Saving All My Love, because that's the theme song. That's the theme song for this story time. A few stolen moments, okay? Welcome back to my channel. I am finally making this video. It has been long awaited. For the people who knew, I've been wanting to sit down and make this story time. But for the people who didn't know, girl, boy, child, children, I've been so scared to make this story time. I have been so like, I recorded it, re-recorded it, did part 1, did part 2, scratched the whole thing. So here we are. I'm gonna actually use this version of the story time. For anybody who's new to my channel, I go by Shaye. My channel is just Shaye because I just want you to call me Shaye. If you ever want to keep up with me, I go live on here frequently all the time. I have other story times. It will be in a playlist. So if you want to watch all those, it will be at the end, and you can click the playlist and watch my other crazy story times. If not, you know, we just survive. All my jewels and my gems, they know how we get down. But this for the girls who are strippers who get caught up with the people in the club, not the customers, the staff. Now, y'all know when I first started dancing in 2018, I gave y'all story time 2019 about how I ended up dating my manager at the first club I ever got hired at. Now, it was not like on purpose or nothing like that, but I go into a 5-part series about that first encounter. Here we are, 2021. I don't learn my lesson, baby girl. I'm just too shot. Like, baby, what's going on? You just don't want to stop doing the same thing? So we're gonna call him security guard, because I don't have no crazy nickname for him. I just, you know, I don't have nothing for him. Like, it's nothing that sticks out to me. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna let you guys know this story started January 2021 originally. Now, him wooing me started maybe like December-ish. So, well, we can call him Sagittarius because he's a Sagittarius. So we'll just call him Sagittarius. So y'all just, for the, what is called horoscope and zodiac people that, you know, astrologists, all y'all out there, y'all could put 2 and 2 together in your own head and comment it. I ain't gonna read everything, but you know, I'm a Pisces, he's a Sagittarius. So here comes January. If you guys are watching my vlogs when I was dancing, I had made a holiday vlog where New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the day after New Year's. So he was featured in it, not like, hey you guys, here's him, but he is a security guard at the club that I work at that's new. So when I first met him, I probably met him back in 2020 when me and my homegirl that is on my vision board that y'all may have seen in a couple videos, who passed away, me and her had tried to work at this club together back in 2020, and then we didn't really vibe with the club, so we just never came back. So New Year's Eve, I ended up going back to this club because the club I was at that night wasn't hitting on nothing New Year's Eve. So I was like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna be in the parking lot from, it was like 1 a.m. or something like that, and the club really don't even start getting jumping to about 3. So I got there at like 1 something and sat in the parking lot. Went inside and I was like, I'm gonna try to shake something. I'm trying to shake something at this club, even though it's my first time going back. So that night I had met one of my regulars, who is still one of my regulars to this day. He had invited me over to his section by myself. Him and his 4 homegirls spent like $600 or $700 on just me, no bust down. So of course, as security / like sweeper, because that's how they do in the strip clubs. You security, you sweeper, you this, you that. So he's, you know, it was time for me to clean up and leave the session and go and keep making my money. He came and he was helping me. So as I'm vlogging, he's in the vlog. The next night I go to my hometown club where I know I can make money. I end up going to that club, meeting another guy. Him and his girlfriend spent like $600-700 on me that night. Then I went back to the new club. From those 2 nights, he started to talk to me in person. Cause he had found my Instagram or something like that. But we never like, I didn't notice him in my inbox because I get a lot of messages from guys. And then also from girls with, you know, stripper advice. And sometimes what Instagram would do, if they feel like it's spam or it's not a person who's following me or I'm not following them back, request box. And back then, I was like newly single. So I was posting a whole lot of content on OnlyFans, and I was doing a whole bunch of like YouTube videos. So I was getting a whole bunch of requests. So he was DMing me before I even knew he existed like that. Girl, keep that in the story, girl. So here we go. From those 2 nights, we started like speaking. Then here comes the like, oh, let me walk you to your car. Make sure you get to your car safe, because everybody at that club know for some reason, I think I'm the only dancer who can never get a parking spot in the front of the fucking club. I always be parked like damn near about down the street, you know what I'm saying? So he knew that. Not at the time, he didn't know that, but when he first started to, you know, try to speak to me in person, it started out with him just walking me to my car. So we would speak, we would talk about whatever's going on, this, that, and the third, and it just kind of started from there. And then what happened was I just kept going to that club. So every night I would leave the club, he would walk me to my car. He'd be like, hey, text me or call me whenever you get home. And some nights I would remember, some nights I wouldn't, because I don't stay in Tampa. I stay 30 miles away from Tampa. So sometimes when I got home, it would be like 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30. Sometimes I wouldn't get home to 7. Hell, one night I didn't get home to 7:30 in the morning because traffic, if it's a car accident, anything. So sometimes we get home and the last thing on my mind is to text him. It's like, bitch, thank God I'm home, thank God I'm safe. Let's hurry up and count his money, or let's take a shower and go to sleep because you gotta go to work tomorrow, whatever. So a lot of times I just wouldn't text him. And then on top of that, I didn't think he was really honestly interested in me, because a lot of the dudes, security, DJs, managers, girl, they just be trying to fuck anybody in the club that they can. Customers, bartenders, dancers, house moms. Girl, they don't give a fuck. So I'm like, I'm not finna fall for this one. So, girl, the walking me to the car kept happening. So what he would do that he didn't, I don't know if he realized, or this something that he do with every girl he be trying to swindle, but he would, like, when we would talk, when we got to the car, he would grab me by the waist and he would massage my back while he's talking to me. And I don't mean no, you know how niggas be, girl, they think this a massage, bitch, no, you're breaking my skin. But no, like, I mean like a very sensual, like he'll just like slow, like it just was so like, it seemed so genuine, just like the intimacy, girl. So he would just like massage my back and then massage up. He would just be holding me, girl, and I just be wanting to melt in this man's arms, because it's like, first of all, you don't even know how much I needed like a massage, even though he wasn't like, lay down on the table, let me get your feet, let me get your legs, but just the back massage alone would just make me like, oh my God, I wish I could have this every day. Like, I wish I could, you know, be around him every day for these massages, because he would massage me while I'm talking to him, and he'll just be looking me in my eyes, and we'd just be talking and smiling and laughing. And like, I'm just such a goofy person that even when, if like I had a bad night and I'm like upset about something, I would still throw a joke in there, like, and we would end up laughing at the fucking joke and just like vibing together and stuff. So that kept happening for weeks, and he told me he was interested in me. And at the time, I was still dealing with the heartbreak from my last relationship. So I very much was honest with him and let him know, like, I am interested in you, but right now, like, I'm not ready to pursue anybody, because I don't want to greet you in that manner, and I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying? Let me heal. We can still do what we're doing. Like, you know, you walk me to the car, you got my number, we can text and stuff. And if you ever want to call me, we can call. But like, as far as like us being in a talking stage or us dating, us having sex, I'm not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Just being 100% honest with him. Because one thing I don't do, especially if I want it to work, is come damaged. because it'll never work if I'm not healed from the previous situation. Keep that in mind. So he's like, Sagittarius, like, okay, I respect that. You know, you just cool people, blah, 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 blah. And so that continues on. So then, like, I want to say March or April. I don't remember exactly which month it happened. All I know is my hometown club and the club I had went to New Year's Eve, those managers switched. So the one at the club I didn't make no money at New Year's Eve, and the club I always go to, that manager went to that club and this manager went to this club. Now, I was kind of scared to even go back because I never had worked with that manager from the club I didn't make no money at. Like, we spoke, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. But it was never anything past that because I was not a house girl at his club. So when we started working there, he took all his people, security, DJ, the bartenders, he took his people and moved them to my home club, and vice versa. The DJ I was comfortable with, the bartender I was comfortable with, the security guard I was comfortable with, all the people that knew me first name basis, dancer wise, now it's at the other club, and a whole bunch of people I don't freaking know is not at my home club. So it was like I was at a whole new club. It was so different. So I finally went back after switching management, like 2 or 3 weeks after they switched. The first day I get there, I walked in the door. Security always checks your bag. I got the door. I'm about to pay my house fee, and I pulled a curtain back, because there's like a curtain in front of like the actual club, so you can't see what's in there. You gotta pay till you can see, whatever. So I pulled a curtain back, and I look, Sagittarius is sitting on the security seat, like, I don't know. Like, at the time, I'm thinking, like, okay, like a customer, I don't know. But I was just flabbergasted, bitch. So, pay my house, he checks my bag. This is the start of where I start falling for him. Because, mind you, beforehand, I was only seeing him at the nude club. The nude club is technically only open from 12 to 6 a.m. Nobody, including dancers, don't get there to 2:30 to 3 a.m. And we normally leave 5:30. So, mind you, I'm used to only seeing him 2 times a week for maybe like 2 hours. Talking to him for like 30 minutes. That's nothing. You cannot fall for somebody. Like, if you fall for somebody that easy, bitch, you just, you know what I'm saying? Then it turned to me going to my regular club, seeing him there. The whole time. That club is small, so when it's empty, we're talking. When I would come in, he's greeting me at the door. He's PDA, very much PDA, slapping my ass, grabbing all on me, smiling, cheesing all in my face. Very, very much not afraid of PDA at all. So him, not me. I'm more so private. But he's like, you know, not really, it was not really that big of a secret that me and him clearly had something going on. So I get there, we talk, we smile, whatever. Now I'm spending more time with him because sometimes I get there like maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. I wouldn't leave till almost 3 a.m. Then I turn around and see him again at the other club. And then at the end of the night, even at the first club, when it's time for me to leave, he walks me to my car. We talk the whole shebang. Second club, when it's time for me to leave, he walks me to my car. We do the whole shebang again. So now it's like basically the whole Friday and the whole Saturday, I'm around him. I'm spending time with him. He's wearing me down because he is very much charismatic. He is very much charismatic. And then he's not the type of person who takes offense to a lot of my jokes because I do have dark humor. And a lot of people just, they don't clink with that, you know. But he was vibing with my vibe. So I like that I could joke around him and be like myself. Because normally when I'm in the club, I'm not myself. I'm my dance persona. I'm the girl they want me to be. And then when I'm around him, I get to finally like take my bra off and just like be Shaye, you know. So that's kind of how he first wooed me. So me trying to heal from the first relationship happened a lot faster, so I thought, because I'm spending more and more time around him, and now we're texting. Now sometimes we may talk on the phone. So now it's like moving closer and closer to, okay, you guys are in a talking stage. So that's kind of how it started to feel with me, because I'm around him more and I'm starting to like being around him. And then when I'm not around him, I'm starting to miss him. So, girl, oh my God. Play Whitney Houston Saving All My Love, because that's the theme song. That's the theme song for this story time. A few stolen moments, okay, is all that we share. Listen, you got your family, they need you there. Though I try to resist being last on that motherfucking list. I promise you, God. But no other man is gonna do. So I'm saving all my love for you, bitch. I'm talking about I'm saving all my love for this man. I'm talking about I'm falling for this man. I'm talking about falling head over heels for this dude and don't even realize it. I didn't stop and think like, bitch, you actually like him, when I seen a bitch push up on him like flirt-wise, hug him naked, because mind you, we're in a nude club, walk up to him, I guess it's one of his homegirls, she walks up to him butt-ass naked and give him a hug. Bitch, I ain't never want to snatch your big bitch wig off so fast. Like, I knew then, okay, I like this dude. He's been asking to see me. He's been asking to spend time with me outside the club. I've been egging him because I just feel like I'm going to catch feelings. But now I'm realizing you've already caught feelings for him. So stop giving him the short end of the stick, because you're trying to avoid catching feelings for a person you already have feelings for. So I never will forget. One thing about me, when it's a significant date, my mind want to erase it. It'll probably take a couple years, baby. So I'll never forget the night that I finally told him, okay, you can come spend the night with me. Like, bitch, fuck the date. I want you Johnson and Wells, sir. And I want you to spend the night, and I want us to, like, you know, whatever. Let's be grown. Like, I want to. So it was April 18th, 2021. Let's not forget the date. And he came, he spent the night with me after we left the club. So he drove his car, I drove my car home. He stayed the night with me. We did what grown people do. Let's not sugarcoat it. So in the morning when we woke up, well, we barely went to sleep, but in the morning when we woke up, I was just talking to him like, so listen, like, you know I'm personally not 100% ready for a relationship, but I am interested in you. So I kind of want to know, like, what are your intentions with me? Like, what do you want from me? Is this just going to be like a friends with benefits? Do you want to just have a buddy? Or are you looking for something more serious? Like, just right now, just tell me straight out. Whatever the truth is, tell me what it is. So, mind you, I want you to keep in mind, I asked him, whatever the truth is, please tell me. I want you to remember that for part 2. Because in part 2 or 3, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through this 9 months. This 9-month series. We're in April. We're in month 4 of this situation. So I'm like, just go ahead and tell me whatever your truth is. And I'm going to respect it, because I just told you I'm not ready for a relationship. But I do want to keep talking to you to see if that's something that we can get to. Sorry I keep doing that. My nose is running a little bit. I took a Zyrtec. The weather's changing outside and it's really messing with my sinuses. But so he tells me, well, of course I'm not trying to get of course I'm not trying to get married right this second, and I'm not ready to throw you in a relationship, but I am 40 and I'm ready to settle down. I want this, that, and the third. He goes on to tell me what he wants, this type of person. He's ready to try to find this type of woman. He's like, it's not necessarily about your age, because I know you're 23, but at the same time, I'm looking for somebody who can match the type of energy I'm coming with and what I want and this, that, and the third. And so I am in a position in my life where I am looking for a significant other. He said this, not me. He said this, not me. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we can just keep, staying in the talking stage until it builds up to that. Because, we did the nasty first, but it don't mean that we got to, like, not keep the same energy that we had going. He was doing so good, girl. He was doing so good after the fact. So I'll say like a week or maybe 2 things were so good. I mean, like, we're texting all the time. He's calling, he's FaceTiming. We're seeing each other. I stayed the night at his house, he stayed the night at my house. We're doing really well. So I'm like, good shit, hot shit, you know? My college graduation comes up, right? May 5th. So it's like the week. I was like, hey, I have 10 tickets. 10 tickets. I already counted out the family members who told me yes and who told me no. I will have an extra ticket. 2 extra tickets, I think it was. 2 extra tickets. Would you like to come? Like, I already paid for the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm not introducing you as my boyfriend. I want you to be there because I fuck with you right now, and if you support me, I would like you to come support me. So originally, he agreed. Now it's like, I say maybe 5 days before I'm about to leave. Maybe 7. This man stopped out of nowhere. Never text me back. It's not the same day that I asked him. He had agreed to that a week before, coming, whatever. And here we are now, after he agreed 6 days right before graduation. We were talking about something random, and he randomly just stopped texting me. So I'm thinking, oh, he probably went to work. He'll text me tonight whenever he gets off, or whenever he gets some time to grab his phone or something, or whatever. So the night goes on, he's still not texting me. The next day comes, he's still not texting me. So now we're on day 2 of you not texting me. So one thing about me, in 2 days for sure, bitch, I'm crazy. Bitch, I'm crazy. Bitch, I'm crazy. When I like you, bitch, I'm crazy. When I love you, bitch, I'm a psycho. Bitch, stop playing me. So what happens is, I text him like, hey, what is going on with you? No response. Text him again. You need to tell me what's going on. Like, are you dead? Are you alive? Because this is about to blow me. Like, you're not talking to me for what? Like, what did I do to you for you to randomly stop talking to me? Is it another bitch? We were talking for 2-3 weeks straight. Now all of a sudden, you just went MIA. He's not texting back. Girl, I grabbed the motherfucking car keys so fast. One thing about me, I'm gonna pull up. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm still young. I still got some young mentalities. And bitch, I'm gonna pull up, because I already know that you're alive and you're ignoring me, than for me to assume you're alive and ignoring me, and come to find out you got in a crisis, and come to find out you're in jail, come to find out you're dead, come to find out somebody broke in your house, come to find out whatever. I need to know you're alive and ignoring me. I don't be like, oh, fuck that nigga, blocking him, and the whole time he's in the hospital. No, so let's go ahead and pull up to your house. So now, mind you, I sent a text message. I waited 5 minutes. He didn't respond. So now I'm on the road in the middle of the week. It's like Tuesday or something. And I'm on the way to Tampa, driving my little 30 miles because, bitch, I'm finna get an answer. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you stay in motherfucking Miami, bitch. If we talk, and bitch, I don't care if you stay in Pennsylvania, bitch. I'm hopping on the flight. Like, I'm gonna pull up. Any ex I've ever had issues with, like, stuff like this, knows I'm gonna pull up on you. Don't even assume I'm not. You might as well lock your door, because I'm gonna pull up. And I'm not gonna knock, I'm gonna walk the fuck in. What's up? So that's exactly what happened. So girl, I called my homegirl. I'm like, bitch, if this motherfucking I'm like, my bracelet just caught my lip. I'm like, bitch, if this motherfucking man here with a hoe, I'm gonna beat her ass and I'm gonna beat his ass. Cause all he had to do is keep it funky fresh to me. Girl, I'm going off. When I'm mad, bitch, everything can come out my mouth. I'm like, all he had to motherfucker do is keep it funky fresh to me. He don't wanna fuck me no more. That's all he had to say. Girl, I'm mad. Cause it's 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, sir. And I done got you 2 whole days. First of all, my camera is very disrespectful because it hung up. I mean, it ended my video thing out of nowhere. But I don't even know what I was saying. So I ended up pulling up on him. While I was driving, he texted me back like a paragraph like, I've been asleep all day. I'm going through something right now. That's why I have not been talking to you. And I'm sorry. I just didn't think that you really cared that much. So that's why I didn't think it would be a big deal that I never text you back. Blah, this, and I'm like, don't even reply. I'm already halfway on the way. I'm not even going to reply. I pull up to his house. Girl, I'm talking about, bitch, you would have thought I had a motherfucking Mustang or some shit the way I pulled in his driveway, because it was like a big truck in front of the actual parking lot, so I couldn't see how many other cars was in the parking lot, because he stayed like in a duplex, kind of like, it's like a duplex, only 2 apartments, so I couldn't tell if his car was there or not. But girl, I went around that corner, so serious. I come around the car, about to pull into the parking lot. He's sitting right outside with 2 other his homeboys on the front porch. So now I'm mad, cause bitch, you ain't been asleep. Bitch, you been hanging outside. You been up. So that means you probably been seeing that text message before I had to crank my keys in my car. So now I'm really mad. I just stare at him like, you know why I'm here. Get in the car. Like, if I get out this car, I might make a scene. And I'd rather make a scene in my car. Get in the car. Or we can go upstairs and go into your apartment. One of the 3. Like, it don't matter. We can play how you want to play. So he gets in the car. He's laughing because I think he think like it's a joke. But to me, I'm really in my feelings because I'm mad. Like, why haven't you talked to me for 2 days? I like you. Like, why are you being weird to me? So he get in the car, he like, hey, like, he is jovial, bitch. He think this is a joke. He think this nothing. He think this a breeze. So I'm like, I don't know what you laughing for. I'm not laughing no more. I'm not joking. Like, tell me what, I'm like, tell me what's the tea. Bitch, I'm sitting in the car like, what's the tea? Like, you don't fuck me no more, just say that. Because it's no reason I had to drive way out here in the middle of the week because he's like, you didn't have to drive. I said, by the time you text me back, I was already halfway here because you just decided to up and stop talking to me. I said, if you ever want to stop fucking with me, all you gotta do is tell me that, and I promise you I will disappear. Because, baby, I'm Houdini with these niggas. I will block you and never see me again. Bitch, I will walk out your life and I will change my number. I will move apartments. Bitch, you will never have to see me again. I promise you one thing I'll never be to no nigga is a burden. You don't want me no more? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not one of them girls who gonna try to leech and latch on and keep you. That's not me, love. That's not me. I'm gonna let you be free. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, you talk about you so busy. You busier than Beyonce. Like, you telling me you have 10 seconds to tell me that you gonna have a busy schedule for the week. You can't talk to me. You couldn't tell me that. Hey, I need some time to myself. I'm dealing with something. I'm literally sitting there like, you couldn't tell me none of that. Like, what's going on? So here goes Sagittarius with the stories that he got to tell me. It's just some stuff came up and some court stuff, and I just didn't want to drag you into it. And I really didn't think like you cared that much anyways. I didn't know we was like, you had caught feelings like that. Like, I just thought we still was cool in it and you wouldn't care. And it was not a big deal to you. So that's why I just never replied. Like, I didn't think that it would matter either way. Okay. How you thought that? I said, you've been spending so, like, literally, we were spending so much time, more time than we normally spend. I'm not, you staying out in my house. You're staying out, I'm staying out at your house. When we're spending the night, it's not just us fucking and going to sleep. Like, we're sitting up talking to each other. We're watching, you don't put me on a whole TV show. I don't put you on a whole TV show. We watching a show together. Bitch, that's what relationships do. That's what people in relationships do. Bitch, they watch TV shows together. They put each other on different shit, bitch. Like, I'm sitting here, we not just fucking and walking away. Like, this is actual quality time that we're spending together. So I don't understand how you thought in your mind that I was not catching feelings for you. I'm confused. Why are you acting weird to me? You was just talking about how, like, you enjoy spending time with me and this, that, and the third. And when we sleep, you doing all this cuddling. And when we fucking all this pussy yours. And you know what niggas say. You know what niggas say. I don't want nobody else touching you, this, that, and the third. All the whispers and all the giggles and gaggles. But she's saying everything. So I'm just like, you doing all this stuff to make me, like, get feelings for you, but then you're gonna sit here and tell me that you think that I didn't have feelings for you, and you, like, if I didn't have feelings for you, I wouldn't be answering every time you FaceTime or you call. I wouldn't be texting you back in the wee hours of the morning as soon as I crack my eyes open. I wouldn't be still letting you come spend the night with me. It'll be on some just text me, you know, when you're at the club type stuff. We'll keep it at the parking lot and inside the club. This has been outside the club. So now, like, what made you think I didn't have feelings for you? So, long story short, he asked me for another chance. Because I'm telling him, like, you know, if this the energy you're coming with, I just go ahead and block your number. We can keep it funky fresh and only speak in the club, and that's it. You don't gotta walk me to my car no more. You ain't gotta say shit else to me. You don't gotta do nothing else for me. You don't never gotta speak to me ever again. In reality, like, if that's how you rocking, I'm not rocking like that. Cause my niggas don't ignore me for 2-3 days. My niggas don't not text and call me. I don't care if we in talking stage. If I'm your boyfriend, or I mean you're my boyfriend, my niggas don't do that to me. And if that's how you coming, I'm good off of you. He was like, no, don't block me, give me another chance. I didn't know, Didn't want to give him another chance because, bitch, you're 40 and you do know. And you knew I caught feelings for you when that time I walked up to you after the bitch gave you a hug naked, and I said, don't do that anymore. And I didn't like that. And I said, oh, you trying to make me jealous. When I say stuff like that, when I'm eyeballing you when you're around other bitches, bitch, I'm jealous. Cause bitch, was that not giving you jealous? Is that not giving you, she clearly got some type of feelings for you because she don't want no other girl touching you? Like, I'm talking about, I'm giving you jealous vibes, bitch. And I'm not even a jealous bitch. But I'm like, I don't want nobody else touching him. I don't want nobody else around him. I don't even want nobody smelling him. Bitch, clean their money up and that's it. Don't do none of this with them. Don't walk nobody else to their car. Don't touch nobody. Don't let nobody touch you because I'm going to bop bop. That's how I started to feel about him. Even though he was not my boyfriend. We're in May now, sir. We're out of April. We're out of January, June, all that. I mean, yeah, we out of January, February, March. You done already broke me down. These first 4 months you've been trying to get with me. You done broke me down now. April, you done warm my little feelings up for you. Now we're in May, you're acting funny. What the fuck was the 4 months of chasing me down for? And then you're gonna act funny as soon as you get me. That's weird. Apply pressure, nigga, like you were applying back in January, February, March, in the beginning of April. Keep that same energy. Now all of a sudden you didn't know I didn't have feelings for you. Well, you done wore me down, bitch. Now I'm here. So he like, give me another chance. So we start texting and talking again. The day before I'm finna leave, I stayed the night with him. We go on a date to Adventure Islands. That's cute. We eat, this, that, and the third. Go back to his crib. I leave. I go get my hair done. Now, bitch, even my hairstylist was like, girl, you can't keep your mouth closed. This is before I had my braces. So normally I don't even smile as much as I smile now. But I'm talking about, bitch, I'm cheesing ear to ear. Normally I be talking her head off. Like, oh my God, girl, this nigga did this. Bitch, I had to block him. Blah, blah, blah. These niggas think they finna get my time. Girl, I'm going hell selling these niggas out. Like, she know. Like, my girl know. I will talk. I don't respect these clowns. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga do something to show me like he's not worth my time, I'm in the salon, baby, talking shit with her. Like, girl, I had to block this dude, this, that, and the third. He was in my inbox talking crazy, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, what about that other dude you was texting? Girl, I blocked him, bitch. He was chewing too loud for me. Girl, like, I will dismiss a dude so quick. So she knew he was in the picture the last time I had got my hair done in March or April. One of the two. I think it was, when I got my hair done? I don't remember. But I think it was April when I first introduced him into our conversations as security guard, but we call him Sagittarius. So she knew that like he was texting, we was talking, whatever. But by the time I came back in May, we had now had sex, well, been having sex, and then on top of us having sex, like spending the night, all that stuff happened in between the time I last seen her. So now like she's like, oh, what's going on with you, girl? What these niggas done did now? And I'm just like smiling in the ear, and I'm like, girl, you know, I'm still talking to security guard, and like, bitch, I'm gonna insert, if I can remember to put it in, I'm gonna insert the fucking video where she was like, bitch, you in love. Like the whole fucking appointment, bitch, I couldn't get nothing out. Like, even though he had just pissed me off, we hadn't started making up. And so I was like in the daze about him again, and I'm just like smiling in the ear, and I'm just like, and she like, bitch, you in love. Bitch, you in love. Like, I'm like, no, it's not love. I don't think I love him. I just think I love being around him. I love his energy. Like, he made me feel so, one, he's strong. Like, he's one of those guys. He's a buff guy. He's good with his hands. He knows how to cook. And on top of that, like, bitch, I didn't have to get bucked around a customer, and he was right there standing behind me. So, bitch, I know if I'm a jump, he gonna jump with me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel very much, I've never felt all those things with a man. Like, I don't gotta do everything. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to cook. He knows how to use his hands well. He knows how to please me. You know what I'm saying? And he knows how to protect me. And I felt like I had a friend again, not just like a boo. Like, that's why I was just so quick to fall for him, because he had everything I was looking for as far as compatibility. And I just was so like, I was head over heels for him. Yes, I was. Because when I would spend time with him outside of the club, he don't know that, but I just used to love being around him, because so many people around me, like family members, other dudes I like fool with, and customers in the club, make me feel like I'm not myself. I gotta be Captain Save a Hoe with my family, Dissy Dora bitch with customers, super aggressive with other dancers. I'm never myself. Like, and then when I would get around him, he made me feel so like I can just be who I really am on the inside. I don't gotta put no mask on. I don't gotta put no cape on. I could just open up to him and just be so, I feel free again. So it was that feeling just got so contagious, and so it just took over me. So when I'm like smiling ear to ear thinking about him and talking about him, I don't necessarily think it was love, but I think it was the fact that I was just so happy that he made me feel like myself again. And I felt so protected being around him, because I very much did. Like, bitch, I walk into a bank getting raw with this man. Like, and we still gonna walk out alive. You know, that's how I used to feel around her. Bitch, I walk into a bar brawl with this man. We still gonna walk out alive. Like, that's how I felt with him. Like, he just made me feel so... So, anyway, so she like, girl, you so in love. And I'm like, no. And she was like, so, like, what is it? Like, what is it that he's doing to make you feel like so... And I was like, I don't know. Like, I was like, I don't want nothing from him but him. Like, I don't want his money. I don't want his place. I don't want his car. You know, normally I'd be like, bitch, you better do this, that, and the third. Like, I be talking to these dudes reckless. Like, and they know. And they still be with the shits. So, this guy, I wasn't even requiring all the stuff that I normally require. I just wanted him, like, his authentic self. Like, give me you. And you only. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for the money. I'm not asking for the crazy outlandish dates. I'm not asking for all. I just want you. You know what I'm saying? And I had never felt like that by any other guy before. It always was something with the person. I want to pay for dates. I want you better have a nice car. You better come with this amount of money in the pocket. Like, I didn't give a fuck about nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, and it was a lot for me to give a fuck about, and I didn't give a fuck about none of it. That's how I knew, bitch, he hadn't got me, bitch. I was gone, girl. So, Play Foolish by ASHANTI. That was very much me. So, anyways, let's hurry up and get to the last part, and then we're going to end the part 1. So, hair appointment goes well, this, that, and the third. So, the day before the date, I'm actually about to leave for my graduation. Go down to Miami for a week. I told him, you know what? Just don't even, I don't want you to come. Like, we're still trying to make up. Don't worry about it. It is what it is. I'll see you when I come back. So we say our goodbyes. Next day, the morning come, I had to go buy my nail appointment because one of my nails had broke. The lady agreed to fix it at 8 o'clock in the morning. Get up at 8. I'll wake up with the weirdest and I do mean weirdest feeling in the world that would not shake me. And I mean, you know, women know. Women know their body, and women have this intuition that some of us ignore and some of us are so in tune with. And it wouldn't leave. Like, I mean, it would. I'm like, okay, we can like get on the road by maybe 9, 10 o'clock whenever I leave here. Something said, don't you get on that road, go, you need to go to your gyno/OBGYN. Because it's the same, I don't know why they call it slash, just call it the women's clinic. So it's early, from 8 to 11, they take walk-ins. After that point, you got to actually like have an appointment. They're not going to see you because that's normally when their appointments start kicking in. So it's like 9 something. I'm like, I really don't think it's nothing, like, just go. And so she talking to me like, no, you should really like see what's going on, because I'm gonna keep being weird all morning. I was like, literally, I couldn't even drive. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, bro, fuck it. If I get there at 6, because I had to be to my rehearsal at the school by 6:30. I'm like, even if I get there at 6, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'll just tell them like I wasn't able to make rehearsal. Please give me my coat, jacket, whatever. I'm like, but I gotta see what's going on. Get there. I'm trying to call him to like at least let him know like something's going on with me, and I don't know what it is, but it's bothering me like mentally. And I know it got something to do with either my uterus or, you know, my vagina. One of the two, something ain't right. So I just felt sick, y'all. I felt so fucking sick. Like, I'm not even joking with y'all. I've never felt like this before. So I'm like, I pray to God I'm not. So the lady finally see me. She sent me back. She was like, do you think that you could be pregnant? And I was like, well, my period wasn't supposed to come on until later in the month, so I didn't know. So I'm like, I mean, I honestly have a calendar on my phone where I put in my periods, but I'm like, okay, let me go to my calendar and see what my last period was, because I actually don't remember, ma'am. So I'm going to my little health chart, and it's not on there. So I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not on here. And then on top of that, I've been having unprotected sex with one person, and we've had sex a couple of times, and then he has finished with his shoes on. That's my little saying I like to say. He finished with his shoes on a couple times. So I'm be honest with you, it's a possibility. So she's like, okay, let's run some tests. Let's just go ahead and run some tests. So long story short, I was in that bitch for like 2 hours. She come back and she's like, I think, okay, this lady came back with a chart, y'all. That was I ain't finna go into nothing else. The lady came back with a chart, and she was like, so I started freaking out. So she was like, do you want to call him before you make any decisions or anything? And I'm just like, okay, you know, give me a minute, I'm gonna call him. So she's like, yes, you know, whatever, I'll give you a minute, I'll come back. So I'm texting him, hey, I'm at the doctor's office, can you please call me? No response. Now, mind you, I think it's like Wednesday. So he shouldn't have went to work the night before, because he only works like, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That was his schedule when we first was dealing with each other. So I'm like, he should be woke, like, or at least hearing a notification. So I'm calling him now. I'm calling him. He's not answering the phone. So the lady finally comes back in. She's like, she didn't say it like that. She was like, what would you like to do? Whatever. And I was like, just go ahead and give me the medicine. Just give it to me, because I can't even get him on the phone, and I can't go down to Miami with this on my brain. Like, I can't do it. And he's not even showing me. He's acting like how the disappearing act, I'm getting the disappearing act, and that's the vibe he was giving off to me. So I'm gonna leave it there for y'all to go ahead and be in the comment section. Somebody gonna call me a stupid ass bitch. Somebody gonna say whatever. Bitch, fuck you. Okay, but you know, that's the story. Part 1. that's how I initially fell for my security guard. He was 40, I was 23. This happened this year. Leave us alone. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all mind wonder, like Ply say. But when we pick up part 2, I will go ahead and let y'all know what happened with the doctor, and then the rest of the months. So we got through January, February, March, April, May. We're gonna pick up from May, June, July, and then August gonna be its own video, because August is when it went the fuck down, bitch. Okay, stay tuned. Oh, like I always say, until next time, Just the Gems. Hold on, girl, your hair look a little crazy now. Hold on, get together, girl. Get together, girl. Giving the girls tease on the raggedy wig. Until next time, Just the Gems. Peace.